kind of mucking up. Um, I'm just going to be farming this stream, and I will be talking about DE. If DE comes in and listens, it's up to them. I am in between, you would say, the bracket of being a Warframe content creator and a, wouldn't say veteran, I'd say experienced player that has left the game for certain reasons that I kind of think DE could have done better. It's more talking. I can see how many people there are, so if you guys want to talk, I will read them afterwards. I don't know what's up with YouTube. I haven't stopped commenting. If you can see comments on last videos and other stuff. A fellow YouTuber, Fun Size, is having the same problem. I don't know what it is, but what can I do? But right now, DE needs to start pulling their weight. There has been several big updates, quotations on big, and they haven't really delivered. Because if you think about it, since let me think, I joined when Limbo Prime got introduced. That was 2018. That was when before Fortuna got joined. And we only had, I believe, up to, I think it wasn't Sacrifice, wasn't Prologue.
Fathom me, find me, and
It wasn't New War. I think it was after War Within. But it's kind of disappointed me really on Warframe. Not so much so that I would totally write the game off. I do enjoy it. Don't get me wrong. So many people enjoy this game. As you can tell, I'm still playing it. But if I link some content creators that share the same opinion, it does kind of add up. Because you have Raytalius is a massive one. Yeah, he shits on the game, but he loves it. That's why he's shitting on it. I really can't think of other ones, but I know there's plenty of Warframe YouTubers out there. That's one off the top of my head. But DE can do so much better with this game. Project Hyperion is still fucked with bugs. At the beginning, yeah, they still need to fix so much bugs. Before I've even got inside this thing, this giant cylinder of nothingness in here, that just runs all the way up and all the way down. It's just really lackluster at this point. If they're just gonna give us hotfixes as content, I don't think Warframe is what it was, to put it bluntly. Warframe, what it was, used to make me feel joy, basically. I spent all the last night up, and I'm recording this sleep deprived, and this is me being honest. D, if you don't like it, I'm sorry. You don't listen to your community whatsoever. The Guides of the Lotus, yes, I know about them. For several reasons. People have made several videos on this, and the only one that you seem to respond and threaten is Raytalius. I'm sorry, but this cannot go on. It's just not acceptable for a company just to be dragging out their own genre of game to try and trump themselves when there's so much bugs in the game. They've still got an untapped reservoir just sitting there waiting, but they're not tapping into it. If they listened to their community, they would be so much better. Right now, there's been lower numbers than there have ever been. And we're in COVID-19. For crying out loud. Everyone's quarantined inside. If not, they're going outside for necessities. Yeah, for London, lockdown is over and it's starting to get more socialized. The way I see it, less people are going to be joining Warframe. That hurts, but it's the truth. Less people will be joining Warframe. And it's kind of like the newer players, if everyone goes, the people to come back and look at this game are just going to see a grained out bug fest. It was supposed to be a loot and shooter. The original one was... The cutscene is where you deflected bullets, you were able to slash straight through enemies. You were a space ninja pirate. Stealing, taking the resources to make yourself better, and just, you know... Oh, I got an itchy nose. Become you. Now it's just drag after drag. Project Hyperion hasn't fed anything to the story when it first got released. It was linked to the story as well as I'd say the thing that binds all the story together right now is an affinity booster. Including all the weapons. Yeah, there's some special ones. Being completely honest, it is an affinity booster. All you do is constantly level, constantly grind, and then when you're there, what do? You just stale. Wait until the next one comes. The next update could be a month, maybe a year. We've just seen a prologue for New War Era. We had this ages ago. This is something new that I haven't explored. Let's see what it is. A cutscene. Let's see what this is, shall we? Oh. He's still chained up.
We're ready, Natal.
So quiet. So dark.
It only needs a voice. A spark.
But Mother...
Mother's gone. This is all that remains. But you have her fire. And more. You can finish what she started.
Can she really?
Finish the war.
Bring peace. Bring purity.
On Lua, the Lotus, I attacked you.
You remember?
You died.
You don't remember everything then. Yes, your aphids wounded me, and our forces were depleting fast. I knew I had failed. Failed you, my sister. Failed our family.
Let's see what happens.
I had no choice but to retreat.
No. You were destroyed. The Tenno made sure of that.
You're still recovering. With all that the Makers did to you, it will take time to heal.
He is one of them, isn't he? A Maker.
Okay, so it twists. She starts to remember he was dead, so he made him. Is that it? Is that all we get? A fancy cutscene. No special thing? Nothing? Okay. Well, that's all they gave us, and that was supposed to be new content. That's supposed to be a whole video's worth, apparently. I don't believe so. I believe that's like 2 minutes. Tonight, home time. Yeah, no. Like, how long did the last intermission go on for?
Don't stop believing, dreamers.
Intermission here went on for so goddamn long. It went, I believe, 196 days before they finally started the Glassmaker. People have already got up to as high as they can. They, I believe, would have got to 10 by now.
Know it.
And all I'm going to say is, it's disappointing for Warframe just to do this kind of stuff to try and get their regular players back. Yeah, daily rewards is a decent thing, but you shouldn't have to steep down to that level though. It's not worth it. Razorbacks up, constant events that could strata relays, or relays all over the fucking system. Less players, everything gets destroyed. It's a balanced blade. DE, you're not listening, so that's why the players are pulling away. Me, I'm a player. I don't consider myself as a content creator. That's why I kind of have stepped away from the game. It's kind of to the point where I feel like everyone needs a break from constant, oh, we're gonna promise this and then give a buggy mess and then go on vacation. I can't sum it up better than buggy mess, go on vacation, oh it's fine, we'll just release hotfixes or put band-aid mods in the game. Band-aid mods are fine. Another thing.
Personnel and security.
Um,
This sector has a new master.
remember when universal medallions were introduced? This is a thing that a lot of people were annoyed about. They suddenly went from universal medallions into, we're not going to do anything at all. To the point where one person who enjoyed the Conclave just decided to go, oh, I think it's going to ruin the Conclave, so you guys took it out. Over one person's opinion over everyone who was asking for maybe a 6% on the drop rate. Just so you didn't farm your ass off forever, just like the Scarlet Spear event. You would spend, I'd say, 10 hours farming for one arcane maxed. That would just be a common arcane, mind you. That wouldn't be putting into rare and legendary arcanes, like Arcane Grace, Arcane Barrier. It's kind of, what's the word? You say, when someone says they're going to deliver something and not do it again, you expect them to deliver. You expect them to go, okay, I've learnt my lesson, I put my hands up. DE sees that as, I get to make another fuck up, constantly.
If we can avoid alerting them, this might be easier.
That's the way I see it. So that's why I kind of feel like nothing that the community says, unless they actually stop playing altogether, completely, will never change DE's mind that their game is failing. They're just gonna go, oh, new content, new hotfix. And if Fashion Frame is really end all, I kind of don't want to be a part of it.
Warframe is strong.
It's like how a dev wanted to go, no, let's keep Kuva Lynch's fine for another year, when they would one-shot you out of your Warframe for one wrong mod, when it's completely random RNG. You could be leveling weapons up in that thing and you'd lose 50% of your XP. I don't see any point for it, to be honest. I kind of think it's a little bit like the same song stuck on repeat. It's gonna get a little bit annoying and everyone's gonna get pissed off. So much so that they're just gonna leave. And I wanted to do a fun stream today, but I had to address this. Because there's no way that these getting away with what they've done to their game. I'm gonna prove it to you. This gun is a 16 right now. Yeah? Let's see how long that 16 takes. Mind you, I need to grind out, you know, the former, or, you know, whatever I need to do for it, the XP, and then another weapon. Let's see how long that takes, because I've got a paracesis. If this goes up to a 20 something, I'll split the difference. It's like giving a kid a piece of candy after they just stole something from a shop and saying, don't do that again. Plus, armor scaling does need to be introduced sometime soon. Because cutting through really fucking thick enemies is still fucking tedious. I'm expecting, because these guys are just gonna constantly pulse and just constantly tear up shit. Okay. It ranked up from a 16 to an 18. 6, 7, 8, 2 levels. So I'll cut the difference, because my dual combos did level up from a 12, I believe, or 10 into 13. So that's an extra 3 levels, so roughly 20. Give or take the difference, so Alright, let's see my stats. $1,259 hours I've played of Warframe. And over the time, I've slowly come to realize it is a grind. It's one hell of a grind. So, this is 5 forward and this is 28. So, cut the difference of all my weapons. So, Kuva Chakra can go. I'll have to get that up to a level 30, and that is tedious. Because you have to constantly fight stronger enemies and constantly battle harder shit for more XP. Then, if that weren't bad enough, armor scaling. Because that scales where it just sucks. Let's see if we can do that again. Hopefully not the same players. Cicero's... blah blah blah. Let's hope these guys... Looks like a new person, but could be trolling. Mentorship, grind or bought. Deck skin for ship. Played a while, at least last anniversary or before. So let's see how this works out. Yep, MR9. Hasn't learned how to color this ship. I'm not waiting around for anyone. A Nova, a Vauban, and a... 2 Vauban's, Nova, and Hero. Not that bad. Speed Nova or slower? Yep, Speed Nova. No. Me and him have the same sword. Nice. This is 5-4 mode and has the specific mods that you gotta have. Like, there are very different builds, but do you want some more like leeway? Either scale the Warframes up higher where their base can go up against like level, say, 4s? Or scale it 1-to-1 where they're level 30 and you have to try and dodge their bullets. Or make it more... I don't know what you need to do, to be honest, because it's hard. Me being a games developer and have the right skills to make my own game is kind of... I can see a lot of potential. I can also see a lot of weakness. I would love a job at DE, but I've seen some of their previous employees Okay, so far it went up one level.
We fought with honor.
It's just missing something. Cleaving through enemies like their butter just doesn't do it. You need to have some sort of bump. Like where your sword can't be butter. Well, can't be just a knife straight through butter. It needs to be something different. Or make a Warframe that makes the enemies tougher. But the tougher they are, the more HP it gets or something. It's just not the same anymore. I got Sam into it and it's just not the same. Even she's been playing it so much anymore. She's been going off of it. She doesn't like the grind. There's a grind and then there's this is a job. People like this is a grind but not a job. They hate games that are it's a job, you need to farm or you're not going to progress. Like, this is not a game that you can simply pick up for like half an hour and then put down. Like, if I was to leave right now, my tempo will probably be... Well, let's see. Ready? Let's see what it is. 5 waves of Hydron. Basic. 14. Nothing special. 30. Still 10 levels to go. If I was to drop the game right now, that I am, that's the highest it'll be for a while. It's a grind, D. Please, if you are listening to anyone's feedback, please start opening up and letting people help your game. You can't just sit there and go, okay, I want to do this, so I'm gonna do this. You listen to the feedback and then improve. If you don't improve, why have a community when you can't talk? Or when... Here's a better example. Having a community that talks to you, but you act deaf. So they're talking to you and you just ignore them completely. There was one person, Rebecca, who used to talk to us. Who used to talk to the whole community. Bring back something like the Guys of the Lotus to help out new people instead of having to go in low-level missions and basically get them to trust us. I've only met 4 people out of, I believe I've done that 20 times, and they've all been full squads. Only one person has went, yeah, I don't mind help, or yeah, sure, why not? This is something new, something exciting. I've never seen high levels here before. What the fuck is going on? People are generally nice. You just gotta talk with your community and set up a program or something. Because if you do set up a program, you build upon stuff. Don't just sit there and just la-di-da around. If you do, you're gonna miss out on a lot of stuff. This was somewhat grind, but I'll let you in on one of my secret builds that I've been building on. One of my secret builds that I've been building on is...
Me too.
Let me also know what you think about other builds as well. My dual karmas. I've been leveling up, got them, but this is what I have so far. Got this ribbon, that's beautiful. Got all these mods, I just need to level it up. Leveling sucks. Yeah, they got double affinity weekends, but the people that are on the weekends probably have friends that jump on. Warframe, you need friends that play, and I've known 4 people who have played for a little bit longer than I have. One lost their account, one stopped playing, one has grinded for everything, not spent a single penny on the game. 5 years almost since it came out to the day right now. He is grinding, but you will never know, because no one ever seems to be talking about in the communication. There used to be another thing in inbox where you used to be able to talk to, you know, the DEs or send them messages. Now all you get told is, oh, just open up your options or open up your chat and go type your questions in region chat. Even region chat is like not even helpful anymore. They're just a bunch of trolls that just want to have fun. Some people still get kicked from chat for just, you know, talking. Like, if we say the wrong thing in, you know, region chat, like, Nether is a trap, we get kicked for a fucking week because you don't like that we're making fun of a frame that you guys spent time on. All I'm gonna say is, there are certain mods, like, okay, here's some examples before I leave it. Let's say there's a mod for Mirage. Everyone knows Mirage, knows what she does. If not, quick summary is in order. Hall of Mirrors, clones, sleight of hand, blinds them, eclipse, gain damage or damage reduction, prism, giant disco ball that kills. Yeah? Okay. Then blows up and blinds. Why can't we have a mod that locks in... Let's say if we're in the light and we want the light buff, why can't we get a Band-Aid mod to slap onto Mirage to make her more useful? I haven't seen a single Mirage in any mission that is like 60s, 70s. All I've seen, being honest with you, because I'm a hero main, and I'm cutting straight to the shit on this one. The only frames that I've seen, Mesa, DPS frame, Rhino, tank, Trinity, healer, Titania, she's a fucking bug for fuck's sake, Wukongs, Wisps. Haven't seen Nyx in forever. Haven't touched her in forever. Her kit is outdated. It's a crowd control frame when there's no crowds to be had. When crowd control was king, Vauban was at the top with Nyx. Oberon, healer. Never see him unless Eidolon hunts. Or Plaguestar. Hydroid, never see him unless you're actually farming. Grendel, I barely ever see him. Gus, only see him in free world missions, because he's fast as fuck. Hildren, never see, because she's, you know, shields are flimsy, as always. They're too weak. Anaros, I see him everywhere. Korra, never see. Ivara, never see. Gara, only seeing defenses. Frost, only seeing defenses. Excalibur, only seeing exterminates. Or Umbra in high exterminates. Baruch, never see. Atlas, never see them. Ash, nope. Chroma, Eidolon hunts. But you took that away from him. There may be a little switch every now and again, I think for PC players that is. Ember Prime. You modified her kit because apparently it was too OP. Now I can't get used to her and she's just useless in my arsenal. Equinox Prime. Still a giant ticking bomb. If I had to order it into what I use, the only reason why, if I go all the way to the top, Frost is this high up. I played Frost, and you can go look back on the channel for a shit ton of time. Vauban, I just love him. I love his flechettes. I love his orbs. I don't like his FUD. If you could patch that over and give us, like... can you give us back our old bounce pads? That's the only thing for Vauban. Instead of vector pads, bounce pads. Those were actually fun. Those made Vauban a kind of fun frame. Now he'll just be a jokester. Hero, my main. You see him every day as soon as I log on. If I haven't been farming. Zephyr, only use when hunting spiders. In Plains of Orb Valus. Her third. Immune to bullets. Excalibur, because he was my first frame. Umbra, because, you know, didn't have Ash or Vauban Prime or Wukong Prime then. Wukong Prime, just because he was fun for a time, and now he's getting old. Nidus, what can I say? Survival. The amount that I played Eidolon hunts, the amount that I done Index. You can tell how much I play my frames when I can just list off their abilities. Except the reworked ones. Baruch. Grindel. Barely ever touch. Mag. Barely ever touch. All you mag mains out there, get butt hurt. I don't like you. You come in here with a mag main in my chat? No, 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 no. You are not a mag main when you enter my chat. You're a normal person. You talk about mag, then we have a problem. But Valkyrie, her kit's outdated. She's more strength than anything, but she's missing something to make her an actual Warframe. She just seems like a ball of hate. No good kit to keep her... What's the word? Like the other Warframes. They have a kit built around them. Valkyrie is just, oh, I'll swing here to here. So let's look at her kit. Either drag enemies towards you or fly across the map. Warcry, attack speed, damage decrease. Not that big of a deal, but when it goes up against high level enemies, not that effective. Paralyze doesn't work. Hysteria. Such low damage for such a lot of energy. And it gains per second. Yeah, life steal does affect. But she's invincible. Why does she need life steal when she's invincible? I don't see it. Her kit's outdated. Volt's kit, I only see Volt when he's out on Eidolon hunts. Revenant, giant fucking fidget spinner. He was a meme, for fuck's sake. Mr. Spinning Top. That's all he will ever be. Yeah, he may look cool, but his kit is garbage. Oh, I can take over enemies for a short period of time. I can put people to sleep when they shoot me. I can lifesteal. I can be a giant ball of fidget spinner. All they use him for is his second and fourth. That's it. And that's all I'm saying on the subject. This has been me signing off. As always, the main hero main. And make sure, if anything gets sent to DE, Retalis' stuff comes first. Send it to DE, if possible. Or get DE interested in the player base. Please. We don't want their game to die. They say they play their game, but they don't. They only do it on dev streams, and they show off fashion frames 9 times out of 10. They rarely do any in-game content that is worthwhile to watch. And who wants to watch it when you can play it? But when you play it, it's a buggy mess. And on that note, I'm gonna leave it here. I will see you guys in the next one.